toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the SEC, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense will get first crack at it here. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Terrell. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Louisville! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he's an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Terrell. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. And the Cardinals look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Fresno State was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bulldogs performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tipped up at the 36.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the
throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cole. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Terrell. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Throws to the wideout. All alone, he's got it. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Now they'll run it to the right here. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this.
Back's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The option look. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 69 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Memphis picking up the tempo.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
Touchdown, Memphis! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the field, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. They'll try the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Cole. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air.
This quarterback right now is in his groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tight end getting vertical. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's third and goal and third and long. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Terrell. It's complete to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
On target over the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Singh. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Terrell. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pick.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's done. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try to pound their way in. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tight end now in motion. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Louisville! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into...
The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the 1st down. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, still going. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a
shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing.
Turning it on! Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Memphis heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Cole. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll send the back in motion. Lost to throw again. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Now they'll run the draw. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. It's Duff. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Rides to back and leaves him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many...
Touchdown, Memphis! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on them. Got
stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. pass. It's Terrell. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Duck. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Duck. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. The run from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Cardinals. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Caught near the sticks. It's Cole. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly deep downfield. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one.